everyone! This video is supposed to be about a completely different topic. But then I heard this song. And it continues like this. When I checked the name of the singer, I recognized him. And I decided that this guy absolutely worth to make the whole video about him. I hope you are ready to get to know one more great Asian artist. So who is the musician I was so hooked by? That is BM, member of South Korean K.A.R.D. BM is a Korean-American rapper, songwriter, composer and producer. He was born in Los Angeles, California on 20th of October 1992. His Korean name is Kim Jun-suk or Kim Woo-jin. I'm frankly not so good in pronunciation of Asian names. That's why I started to make a shorts where you can find the original pronunciation. Check it out in the link above. His English name is Matthew Kim, and his stage name BM stands for the initials of Big Matthew. He probably called himself Big Matthew because he is quite tall, 186 centimeters. He is physically very active and he has 4 or 5 training sessions at the gym weekly. That's why he is in such a great shape and one of the few idols who actually not shy to show it off. Was raised partly in Los Angeles alongside his 2 younger brothers by their mother, who is a clothes designer, and their father, who is the salesman and worked in Brazil for several years. BM attended a high school in Los Angeles at which he played a variety of sports, but also practiced dancing and singing, which that time was just a hobby for him. In 2010, he enrolled at a college to study psychology. His original plan was to become a counselor. While there, he was a part of the dance team who had performed in a World of Dance, a dance competition in LA. It was the first time his mother had seen him dancing. She was so impressed that after that, she signed him up for the K-pop star audition in LA. To which BM almost refused to go because he couldn't speak Korean that well. However, he ended up going and actually passing the audition. So in 2011, he traveled to South Korea and went through 3 auditions for the final televised audition for K-pop star, where he was saved all 3 times by the Korean singer Boa. Then he signed a contract with DSP Media. BM trained with DSP Media for nearly 5 years, together with JSF, because they supposed to debut as a hip-hop duo. That time BM gained experience by participating in his label mates' music videos. Before the debut, BM was actually very close to leave the K-pop industry.
The last couple years, the last couple months of my trainee days is actually when it hit the hardest, because I was in a relationship and that didn't happen too. So like everything came crashing, but like the only place I had to blame was it's because I haven't debuted yet. Just in my head, she broke up with me because I can't, supply anything. I got no money in my pockets. Right. What am I gonna do when we go on dates? My parents telling me to come back. All this stuff going through my head is everything was because I haven't debuted as an artist yet.
Right.
So I went to my CEO. I was like, hey, can I leave? I straight up asked her. I was like, hey, can I leave? And can I pay back? You know, for the trainee fees and whatnot, because you can't get out of a company that easily. You know, I was like, please let me leave. You know, I'm gonna work a side job while staying in Korea, while trying to do music, and you know, I'll pay it back little by little. Just if you could terminate the contract for me, that would be a lot of help. And then a couple months after that, she was like, just give me a little bit of time. Give me a little bit of time, and then boom, she put me in a group, and we debuted as K.A.R.D. Yeah, it was crazy.
But then it was announced that both him and Jeff would both become a member of the new co-ed group K.A.R.D, which would also be made up of two girls, Somin and Jiwoo. K.A.R.D debuted in December 2016 with their single Onana. After that, and by now, they released a number of singles and several EPs. K.A.R.D quickly built an international presence through their tour Wild K.A.R.D, making concerts in US, Canada, Mexico, Brazil, UK, Portugal, Spain, Italy, Holland, Thailand, Singapore, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Philippines, Indonesia, and even Australia. That's how BM remember it.
Our first time in the States, it was mind-blowing. You see 2,000 people in the crowd, they all know who you are, but it's your first time seeing them, but they love you.
They also performed in Summer Sonic Festival in Japan, K-Con Festival in Los Angeles, and Festival South by Southwest in Austin, Texas. Besides activities in K.A.R.D, BM did other releases. He has been trying different genres of music, and that makes him so interesting to follow.
Hey, modern baby, I've been we gon' get it to it now. Touch me lightly, kiss me, honey.
Here is a number of BM's projects where he was a featuring artist. In 2015, prior to his debut, BM was featured in song La La La, released by his label mate Guhara. In 2018, he featured track I'm on My Wave, released by South Korean singer Ji-son. She is also a famous choreographer and worked with a K.A.R.D on their choreo. In 2020, he featured track Put It On Ya, released by Korean hip-hop queen Jessie, together with another Korean-American rapper Nafla. It's already quite a level, huh? He's definitely on the way to collab with Jay Park, who he sees an inspiration.
I'ma put it on hands on me, like she got the badge, but that make her wanna get wifed up type band.
Taking part in different TV shows considered as a good way to gain popularity, so BM did that as well. He has been in MC for talk show After School and a guest on variety shows such as JTBC's Shall We Work Together or NBC's Video Star. In 2019, he joined SBS show Law of Jungle. He also has a podcast with Ashley from Ladies Code and Peniel from B2B called Get Real. The group K.A.R.D represents each of its members as a playing card, and BM represents letter K and the king card. He explained that his card is the strongest and the most dependable one. That makes him the most solid foundation of the team. He has some tattoos. He can explain their meaning better.
No, I love them. I love my tattoos. So, on this side, I have LA 92, which is the place and where I was born. Now on the side here, I have "Without struggle, there is no progress" by Frederick Douglass.
Right.
It's a quote by Frederick Douglass. I've been living by that quote since college. So, and that has gotten me through a lot of bad times. And on my back, I have the winged lion. Back in the day in cathedrals, they used to have winged lions like on the corner or just like statues of it on the churches.
Like on the roofs.
Yeah. And like it would be like the protector. It would symbolize God protecting the church, and like, you know, I just, you know, wanted to get that, so I know God got my back.
He was in T.C. Candler released 100 Most Handsome Faces in 2017, 18 and 19. It's quite an achievement, taking into consideration that this is a worldwide list.
You are the leader of the Big Tiddie Committee.
Gang.
The Big Tiddie Committee gang started after a fan had asked BM on a V-Live which part of his body he works out the most. And his response was,
either my back or my chest, because a man's got to keep his titties big.
Next day it went viral. From there, BM not only founded a special group featuring more male idols with big titties, but he also fully embraced the fact that it's turned into a sort of meme.
The next day I wake up, Twitter is blowing up. Big man titty gang, big man titty committee. He's the titty guy. People know me more for that than they do for BM from K.A.R.D. I don't know how that blew up. I have no idea.
You were just a meme, dude.
I'm a meme god right now.
You're a meme god.
And with fans all over the world loving the Big Titty Gang, BM decided to turn the meme into a movement to support breast cancer awareness and research. In January 2020, he announced his plans to launch some official Big Tiddie Gang merch to help raise awareness for the cause. And he's dropped a few hints about the line, which is being released through BM's own brand.
Guys, it has Big Tiddie Gang right in the middle, and on the side it says save a titty, join the committee. And it's gonna be so awesome. It's gonna be such an awesome movement, and you know, like I said again, part of the profit will be donated to Breast Cancer Awareness Foundation. And you know, I think it's gonna be a beautiful thing. Like how this meme turned into something so big, and to make that into something that could be helpful to someone, I think would be one of the best things in the world. So
yes, BM has established his own clothing brand, which is called Stadium. And the motto is stay motivated, stay inspired. Since his mother is a clothes designer, she helped him to create it. He likes actor Jason Momoa. His aspiring artist is a Korean-American superstar rapper Jake Park. And he considers his younger brother Austin as a great rapper too.
He is actually a great singer.
Really?
A sexy singer. He's good at R&B. He's got a couple songs on online on YouTube too.
Oh, word?
They're actually really good.
All right.
If he could have any pets, he would like to have an alpaca and name it BM Jr. And the last but not the least, his favorite food of all the time is a French fries. That was a story, guys. If you learned something new from this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. There are more interesting stories coming.